I chose the Accreditation Commission for Education in Nursing to share their standards that relate to technology. This accrediting body has standards for each level of nursing program from associate degree all the way up to doctorate degree. But the standards I will be talking about relate to the associate degree program, and I'm going to give you a little insight on how we at Northeast State might meet the standards. Nursing programs are known to be very rule-heavy and specific with policies and procedures. However, I was a little surprised that the actual standards are left quite open, leaving each program the ability to meet the standard in a way that works within their specific college. The actual purpose or rationale for the accrediting body is to assure that all programs, whether it be associate degree, BS, MS, or doctorate degree, has a method for self-assessment and to make improvements if needed. The ACEN standards in use now were updated in 2013. New updates are already written and nursing programs are to implement the new updates in 2017. So I compared the two sets of standards, 2013 and 2017, and I was surprised to see that there are no new revisions on the standards that relate to technology. So no changes from 2013 to 2017 relating to technology on these standards. The standards themselves are arranged in 6 different sections with subcategories within each standard. I located technology mentioned in 5 of the 6 standards. Standard 1 specifically addresses mission and administration, and it basically states that technology should be used to further the mission of the college and the nursing division. As it relates to Northeast State, our mission is to provide education to the people of our 5-county service area. So if we were to have a cohort of nursing students that met via distance learning, say in Roan Mountain, that would relate to our college mission to serve those students as they are in our 5-county service area. Standard 2 relates to faculty and staff. It basically states that Northeast State must show evidence that we assist the faculty and staff with new technologies. To meet this standard, we could show dates that we had IT do training with the iPads for the faculty, or when we held advisor training on the new system that we now use for advising, we could show that as well. Standard 3 relates to students. It states to institutions that they must afford students the same level of technology support and training, if needed, that they do for faculty. Northeast State includes several how-to videos for students on D2L that explain how to navigate, how to take quizzes, how to access PowerPoints, and how to do those types of things, so the videos would show that we meet this standard. Also, at every new student orientation, students are given a tutorial and some hands-on guidance on how to register for classes and how to navigate the website itself. So all of these things would show that we meet Standard 3. Standard 4 is curriculum. It specifies that all learning activities, no matter what format, whether it be a hands-on or technology-driven, must be pointing toward the student learning outcomes that must be accomplished by the end of the program. So for an example, to show evidence that this standard is met, quizzes or tests given on D2L would need to relate to the student learning outcomes for the program. So this is a fairly easy standard for any institution to show evidence of meeting. Standard 5 relates to resources. There are 2 substandards here that relate to technology. To show evidence that 5.3 is met, there must be evidence that faculty had input on the selection of new learning resources or technology. And 5.4 is to assure that physical and fiscal resources are there to support new technology initiatives. So if the nursing program decided to use a specific vendor for web-based practice tests to be used by the nursing students before their state board tests at the end of the program, Northeast State would have to show evidence that the faculty agreed on those specific web-based tests, such as in meeting minutes, and that there are enough computers for the students to access the practice tests, such as access to the computer lab. Standard 6 speaks to program outcomes. Although no specific substandards here relate to technology, the standard states that the nursing program must have a systematic plan for evaluation. For Northeast State, that would include lots of documentation, data collection, and a great deal of analysis. So technology is very much a part of all of this. The evidence here is easy to demonstrate with all the documentation of program and student outcomes. I hope this has been informative, as now Northeast State and any other nursing program would show evidence that they meet the standards set forth by the ACEN, or the Accreditation Commission of Education for Nursing.